Do y'all remember what happened last time?
We won because we were awesome. I'm shit because I missed caving the head in of the drow, but other than that, yeah, job done.
Yeah, Roll20 was very nice to you guys.
I got seriously smacked about it by the major bad guy. Thankfully, little bro was there to share the pain.
Yeah, you got a proper smack up the side of the head.
Yeah.
I did.
Right.
And then obviously delivered the killing counter blow.
Killing blow. Yeah, crit with a. If I'm right, it was the crit with a hunter's mark and a smite.
It wasn't.
Double.
Because you went grump, mutter, smite, mutter, grump.
The only bit that I forgot to do when I narrated my awesomeness was obviously bring in the whole divine smite glowing.
Apart from the divinity bit, yeah.
Yeah, it's fine. It was a good clean kill. I'll have to remember that for next time. That I've
all gods are bastards.
Yeah.
Right, sorry, I've got the picture in the old in the bio. How do I turn that into a token? Right. Okay. Journal.
As if by magic. Dun, dun, dun.
Oh,
hey, there he is. Willkommen. There you go. Does this mean we now can get a full turn order when we get people up?
Yes.
Oh, fantastic.
Yes.
Yes, he's on. Fantastic.
I can see him. That's probably sensible.
Cool. This is good.
Yeah.
As if by magic. You watch when you've done it once, you'll be like.
You can, by the way, you can pop your character sheet out, so it's a separate window.
Yep. Or separate tab.
Medz, you do look like you're in pain, sir.
There you go. 4. Oh, sorry.
So I do initiative.
Oh, it's just fucking gone again.
There you go.
Okay. Save.
And as if by magic.
What's all that shit about?
What? Fuck.
Yeah. But it's coming over the little red circle with a no entry line. Fucking
click on the word, not the number.
There you go.
All right.
As if by magic. It all worked out beautifully.
All right.
Hey.
Fucking hell. Yeah, that's a natural 20. Natural. Yeah,
it's flat 20 with the +9 modifier.
Does it not auto order them?
No, I can switch them around from an ordering perspective, so I can swap them. So I can do that and flick it.
Okay,
around.
cool.
But don't you worry, we'll be resetting that.
The spellcasting
There you
UI
go.
is still confusing.
Save those.
I've got my files back, see, from the other thing where I've got my spells out, so I can quite just do a normal roll fucking 20 or roll 20 thing.
I was going to say it's got all the rules and stuff there. So flicking through the book.
Yeah,
Okie dokie. So can we continue with our recap? So you remembered that you did awesome. Well done.
Yeah.
I think there's more to it than
Four guys.
Yep.
Yep. As human shields. We did. We charged past the archer and. I
was going to say storm is a very apt word. There was thunder briefly, which killed half of them, and then lightning soon followed thereafter. So.
Yep.
Then
one of them had the life force sucked out of them. I do seem to remember. The one that I was fighting was quite handy.
And I cut the other one in half.
Yeah.
See, there was all the fun of the fair.
And then I turned on rage, and Grace just went, knock you down, knock you down, knock you down.
Yeah, just did a bit of ninja fun, and I have to say her fight scene looked a lot better than Iron Fist. Just for that,
it's not difficult.
Not
she had more than
though.
15 minutes to prep.
Yeah.
Let's not go there.
But yeah, I think that's a nice summation. Does anybody remember though where you ended up?
We were back at the tavern with pie and beer.
Yes.
Yep, linen. Yep.
Yes.
Just popped in. Yep.
Options.
That's right. So just
you made that up.
She's a banshee. So Sister Garile says that she has a mission that's been essentially is provided for her by the Harpers, which she's part of, and that involves traveling a relatively short distance away to a place called Conyberry, and then a short trip from Conyberry is a banshee, and she would like this powerful seer to provide some information about a spell book, a legendary spell book, and so she needs someone to go and check it out for her. So that's one option. There's been mention of Townmaster Harbin's wanted poster for Wyvern Tor, which is essentially a crag, a sort of mountaintop crag that you can almost see from town, which is far to the east, but there is a tribe of orcs supposedly camped there. 100 gold pieces for that. And there was mention, I don't know if you guys recall it, but there was mention from Carp that well, I'm not sure if this has kind of slipped past people, but there was mention that the druid Radoth has actually been looking out at
protecting
a place called
village.
Thunder Tree. Yeah, that's right. So Thunder Tree, which is northwest, or sort of northwest from here.
It's the most likely point that we might actually bump into the druid.
Yeah. Yes. So it
does seem to tick all the boxes, doesn't it?
Fragmore
Castle.
Well, what we did learn is that the dwarf probably had the map to an entrance to a primal forging place? Yeah,
if it was.
And that the symbol that we were sporting was linked to an ancient god.
That's right, Lathander. Yes. Shah.
The Dawnbringer.
Yeah, this symbol that we're all carrying is very much a fucking proper. It seems to be symbolising a proper good versus evil kind of epic deity clash.
The god of day and the mistress of night.
She sounds like much more fun.
Doesn't got a mace called Lightbringer though, has she? Eh?
I was going to say she doesn't have Lightbringer, but she has something else. So
Shadowfucker.
Yes, something like that.
Also known as just in my butt.
Just in my butt. But But yeah, so you guys,
Surprised he hasn't got
if we try and approach, if we just try and approach going into character,
stop shouting shadow fucker and just in the
shadow fucker.
Okay. And we're back in the room.
So yeah, it's probably the evening's pressing on, and you've got to the point now where you've all had a few beers, you've had something to eat. The general hubbub in the inn has kind of quieted down. This kind of cheers of heroes and people buying you drinks has quieted down. So you kind of sat round. All the kind of major players have disappeared off. So it's just you guys sat quietly in the inn, contemplating your next journey, your next destination. So let's step in there with as the innkeeper heads over, starts to clear some mugs away. It is, yeah. Sat on the end of the bar, and every time it gets shooed off, it sort of disappears off into the shadows and reappears back on the end of the bar. You can sit there stroking its head. I have to say, it keeps it seems more than comfortable with you scratching its head, but it every now and again hisses at Shepherd. Looks at Shepherd and goes then back to purring again.
Throw a knife.
Kill him! So, brother, where does our path take us to next? I'm with you then. Do we know where we go next? Which direction does this path take us?
She kind of outlined it roughly, but like I say, if you wanted to go and kind of check in with her, she is actually. She's just gathering her bits and pieces up. She's kind of Gariel.
Gary Girl. Shepherd's fan.
She's handy in a fight.
You realise the half orc is sat there,
right there,
probably with a pint of beer, going,
"Yeah,
what? You're talking about me."
He can't speak Dragonkin though, so he's all right.
Is he speaking Common?
It's Dragonborn, isn't it? Well, I'm still on my Earthdawn head on.
Gobbledygook. Yeah, I'm really cocky. Hello.
I agree. I think we should all be party of this decision that we've already made.
Okay.
Shall I get Gariel and Shepherd?
He'll smirk.
He's going to become like fucking horses in a minute.
The sister, he nods, like, sister, a drink for you? And he'll walk across and pour a small glass of wine, hand it across to her.
I'll walk over to it. But I'll round up Shepherd first. Is he at the table or?
Shepherd's, yeah, or either that or he's kind of stood by the fireplace with his kind of arm up on the mantle. Yeah.
Striking a pose, baby.
Striking a pose and regaling people about how his awesome shatter destroyed the fighting spirit of the Red Brown.
So
no, that's not me. I'm all about the collective. Everybody gets their moment in the sun.
I know, but you were just at that point. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah. I do emphasize that.
So I'll sort of stand at the periphery, so that and as soon as he catches my eye, I'll sort of nod, and then I'll go over. Yeah, massive lump of
massive, very big reptilian fucking monster in armor. Like, I seem to have caught your eye.
trying to stand nonchalantly at the edge of sort of at the periphery.
So looming.
Yeah.
This shadow passes over your perfect lighting. And it's Lumi trying to attract your attention as he's going.
Yep.
Really subtle. Come with me now.
Yeah. And then I should go and speak to Gariel.
I'll gracefully excuse myself from present company and follow on.
Gariel will head across to the table where you guys are all sat. She'll look across at Amarakis and say, "Have you been considering my the support, the help I need?" Excellent. This is good.
What path? What birds?
Garal will kind of sit back in the chair.
They're speaking figuratively.
We would like a bit more detail before we venture forth.
Sure.
Time is of the essence. We would like to leave at first light.
Why are we going to see a seer?
Yeah, the forest around like Neverwinter goes on for miles and miles and miles. It could be anywhere in there. It could be in the mountains, like 2 miles away for all we know. We've got no point of reference to start with. So somebody who's got a bit of magical insight into these things might not give us an exact location, but it might at least put us on the right road. We need some breadcrumbs to follow. Seer might give us the first one.
So Garal will kind of lean forward and say, "I appreciate you offering the help. It's much appreciated. The ruined village of Conyberry is essentially several days' travel east of here if you follow the Tribor Trail. When you come to a crossroads, if you head northwest from there into the forest, I have a crude map that gives you some indication of the location of Agatha's lair." She sort of says,
"Oh right,
sort of slightly cautiously."
She's not in Thundertree then. Sorry, I thought the seer was in Thundertree. Sorry, I missed.
So the druid is in Thundertree.
That's right. Sorry. Okay, so Agatha was a name. Is in Conyberry. Near Conyberry.
Yes.
Oh, lovely.
He's a banshee and a seer.
That sounds delightful.
So yeah, it's several days travel. Obviously, the road, as you well know, is somewhat treacherous. The orcs, you'll be almost certainly moving into the patrol grounds of the orcs at Wyvern Tor by heading in that direction. But it's certainly a worthwhile trip. And I have something that might help persuade Agatha. I'm told, in fact, the information came to me from my Harper contact that she appreciates things of beauty. And I have this hairbrush, and she hands across a mother of pearl sort of small hairbrush and places it upon the table. It says, "This is mine, but if it will help sweeten the deal somewhat, I'm happy for you to pass it to her."
Do I know anything about the local tribes around here, Phil? Have I got any knowledge at all about them?
No, but you do. The one thing that we mentioned last time, which is very relevant, is that the orcs and goblins, the tribes, communicate their knowledge and understanding through
orally,
spoken word, and so if it's almost certain that they, a goblin or an orc of any of the tribes would almost certainly have some idea of where Cragmore Cave is.
I'm thinking more about if we should run across any of them while we're on our journeys, how to treat with them. So I guess we'll cross that bridge when we come to it.
Yeah. I mean,
we'll burn that bridge when we come to it.
Yes. The question that I'd like you to ask of Agatha is that we are currently tracking the location of a powerful magical book from a legendary wizard by the name of Bowgentle. Bowgentle's tome of magical knowledge is of great power. And unfortunately, our trail for the location of it has run cold. A CRS like Agatha, with Agatha's capabilities, might be able to point us in the right direction. If she could give us some idea of where it might be, or another step on the chain in terms of tracking it down, that would be incredibly useful, and the Harpers could continue our search.
Harper?
Say again? The Harpers seek it out.
What's a Harper?
The Harpers are an organisation that are tasked with protecting the weak and the innocent. We're a force of good in this world.
Oh.
This is a worthwhile quest, and also serves our needs to find out more information.
Indeed.
As far as I'm concerned, I'm along to find out what's happened to the dwarf.
She sort of smirks. Duly noted. She smiles, pushes the brush into the hairbrush into the middle of the table. Takes a sip of her wine. So if there's nothing more, I have the shrine to tend to. So I'll see you in a week's time.
Be longer than that, won't it? If it's about 7 days out.
Two days.
Oh, was it? Days. Oh, sorry. What did I get 7 days from? Was that for the complete journey?
Round trip.
Okay, right, fair enough.
So with that, she'll kind of nod, stand up, head out. So?
I think it should be good practice.
Somebody else can have a go. I need a good night's sleep.
No problem. As things wind down, the few kind of regulars that are left propping up the bar slope off, and Toblin starts to shut up shop. You guys head up to your respective rooms. You can quite happily get some rest. No need for perception rolls or anything. The night passes without any kind of problems. The next morning, you guys are woken with the first rays of dawn lightning at the window. A sizzling smell up. You guys head down, breakfast. Are you going to leave your things here, or are you going to take stuff with you? Because obviously you've got a big chest full of cash.
No, we're intending to come back to see the sister, so I think we only need to really take what can speed us along our journey. I'm sure the innkeeper will look after our stuff.
Yeah.
It's just seen as like leather. The bandits that have been
we're here.
I've been plaguing them. The last thing he's going to do is try and stiff us.
Yes. She did.
Yes. Oh yeah.
We have. And also, we can pick up supplies there.
I was about to say we might want to pick up at least a week's worth of rations.
Yes, definitely.
Nice choice. So you can happily head across and pick up the rations that you need. To be honest, Linen is somewhat inquisitive about where you're heading. She's kind of keen to say, "Oh, you're off to travel. You need a week's worth of supplies. Where are you heading?"
I'll just blurt it out. I'm absolutely not. I've got no subterfuge in me whatsoever. Yeah,
no problem. She'll be like, "Oh, okay, that's interesting. A little bit of work for the sister. Well, I think that's a damn fine of you, actually.
Thank you."
You know, she'll get one of her people to pull together the supplies and get them, you know, sort of stored in your packs. She does think that actually you'd be wise to be very careful in that part of the world. She points out that Connieberry is probably only a couple of days march from Wyvern Tor up in the mountains, but she also mentions something else. So she'll kind of, it's just as you're kind of finishing getting your packs together, she says, one thing just to be wary of. So Darren Edemarth, the guy who runs the orchard here, he's got a few friends who are prospectors in the mountains, in the foothills around that area, and he did say that there had been reports of undead around Old Owl Well, which is just several hours forced march southeast of Connieberry. So just be aware, that's probably something to stay well clear of.
Okay.
The Dead Walk.
Thank you for the warning.
And with that, any holy water special offer? She says with a smile. Just kidding.
I gotta bless my own.
She'll smile, but
I'll take 3. Shit. I've fallen for it again.
Sucker.
You guys probably need to knock off a couple of gold pieces each for your rations to cover.
We've got a party funds actually. I'll knock it out of that.
Okay. Do we not get a discount offer?
That is a discount.
How many gold off?
2 each, so 10 in total.
All right.
No, let the drow starve.
No, she'll eat us. She'll eat our souls if she gets hungry.
I was going to say, suck your souls out.
Yeah. Fucking Hannibal.
Did you enjoy that last time? God, souls taste good.
See, you wouldn't let me hit her with a club.
The scroll of fireball and the scroll of charm person, has Brorna claimed those?
Yes.
And we had 2 light healing potions as well.
Yes.
We'll take those with us.
Yes.
And
she's got the staff of defense as well.
Yeah.
She's doing quite well to loot.
She hasn't really made that a big deal, has she?
No. She's just carrying around that glass staff. Although I have to say, the fact that she's actually actively walking around with the glass staff has made people kind of look twice at this. Like, you know, there's definitely been a few double takes from the villagers as they go, glass staff? Like, you know, what kind of watches she's walking by. And only for her to, like, emphasize her kind of mysterious appearance by turning the cowl slightly to look at, you know, passers by. But yeah, she's playing the game. It's fair to say.
Right.
But yeah, if you guys are ready, I presume you're traveling on foot. So yeah, you head out of Phandelver, and your trail is basically 3 days northeast of here, following the Tribor. So yeah, it's a good path. As you know, fairly somewhat dangerous territory. Definitely the kind of place where you'd want to be strategically
spaced out.
Yeah. So, you know, as you start to move off down the road, it's almost certainly a skirmish formation.
Yeah.
I'll take point.
What order would you run in? So, Grundak up front. Okay.
I tend to fall in behind Lumi.
Second.
What about you, Shepherd?
Sorry?
We don't want Brorna at the back.
Disposition in the travelling arrangement. So we've got Grundak, Lumi, Amarakis, and then either yourself or Brorna.
We're walking in single file.
not necessarily, but I'm just saying that's the kind of order that we've established.
I will probably be standing at the back so I can basically see all of them. That way, if one of them, happens to just belt off into combat when it's tactically unsound, I can shout at them and say, "Where the fuck are you going?" Not mentioning names. Not mentioning names.
Lol.
Just saying.
Enemy charge. Yeah, no, that sounds fine. Okay, so you head out of town. The weather has improved somewhat. It's fair to say. So, if you remember, it was pouring down yesterday when you guys were facing the Red Brand. But yeah, the trail is fairly well trodden here, and you can get out of town quite easily. You just check.
Sunny day then.
Yeah, sort of calm, clear,
warmish.
Yeah,
warmish. bare chested then.
Bare chested, revealing your.
Well, I suppose so. Yeah, but
moves.
So he's got a. No. He has what looks like a wolf. It's actually quite a stylized mark that seems to have been. From a distance, it probably looks like a tattoo. Up closer, it doesn't look like a tattoo. It looks more like a birthmark, but it's sort of stylized in the symbol of a wolf. Unusual, that's for certain. Especially as you don't believe it was there a few days ago.
Just carry on walking. I will scan around because obviously I'll keep an eye on potential tracks and.
Okay. You guys can all give me a perception check, please.
Okay.
Here we go.
Got fine now.
21.
Okay. See those rolls coming up. Nice. You doing? Okie dokie.
Fucking 8.
Yeah, see,
Right.
roll 20, bastard.
Grundak.
If we're going to get surprised, though, I can't be surprised.
Yes.
alert.
This is not a surprise matter.
I'm your father.
The feat doesn't work. I'm surprised.
So you probably it's almost by accident that you see some movement off to one side of the trail. There must be some arrangement of troops, and you can see a hobgoblin stood in the shadows, and you see you see the branches move in front of him as they jostle for position. So they clearly have seen you guys.
Right, so we have been spotted. That was going to be my question. So I'll just raise my hand and then point in the general direction of where I'm looking and just stop.
They turn to you can see them turn to each other. Two of them step out with bows.
Drawn?
Yeah. Another two flank them with curved scimitars.
As I'm pulling the axe out, I'm saying, we're not going to talk about this then.
Oh, they're a good 120 feet away. It's a good range for a bow.
Yeah.
You see them pull to sort of first distance, and they definitely seem to have fixated on one of the party.
Which one?
Just
Not sure. Not that easy to see from here. Roll me your initiative. Initiative. Whoop.
Oh, Broma.
What did I get?
Brorna.
Natural 20. I don't know if that makes any. Does that mean anything on an?
Oh my
initiative
god!
roll?
I'm just, I'm asleep.
Too busy playing with your staff.
I still haven't got. It hasn't gone in turn order for me.
Did you right click your
No.
character portrait?
No.
I didn't
That
have
would-
mine selected actually.
Oh my!
I was redoing the video.
Whoopsie. We both failed.
Now, if you want
I'm at the end anyway because I got 4. In fact, that
no worries.
stops.
I'll just roll the same again. It's all right. There we go.
It's fine. You're all set. Okay. Right. Top of the round, Shepherd. Unsurprisingly, you are first.
I am the most alert.
You are the most alert. Yeah, you kind of, like I say, even though you didn't necessarily spot them, you had that kind of feeling that this is a good place. This would be a good strategic spot for someone to jump out. So you were kind of primed and ready.
Already knocked
So when
in.
you see the movement in the bushes when they step out, you're kind of all primed and ready. So what's your action, please?
Well, as I'll be primed and ready, I've already been drawing an arrow, and I'm going to be aiming at one of those archers.
Okay. Wait, please feel free to make an attack roll. And
Shite.
while you're doing that, who's next on deck? No, that'll miss, I'm afraid. Lumi, you're next.
I'm holding my action because I'm conscious there might be attacks from the side. So if this is they could draw the fighters out to the front, 120 feet away, and then smack everyone.
Okay, what are you holding your action for? So I know you've told me the reason behind it, but are you holding for a specific
So one of
trigger?
one of two things. One is an attack from the side. I will engage,
Yep.
and the other one is if Grundak goes running off, I'll go after him.
Fair enough. Okay, fair enough.
There's a fucking pattern in this. There's a fucking pattern in this.
Amarakis, you're on deck. Little brother.
I'll stay where I am for the moment.
Okay.
There's what, 3 hobgoblins?
4 hobgoblins.
4 hobgoblins. All right. Lumi can handle 4 hobgoblins at the moment. I'll stay back and keep an eye on the party.
Okay.
I'll back him up if he looks like he needs it.
No worries. Grundak? You're
So
active, please.
I go before them.
Yes. They didn't get a very good roll. They did beat Brorna, though. So,
Yeah. So did my backpack.
I hope this isn't my initiative for the entire session because that's really sucky.
Well, given that there's already been the twang of a bow going off, I'd assume that the time for talking is over, so I'll just sprint at them.
okay. Right, yeah, no worries. You can do your double stuff. No worries. So you're going to do a full move and a full move, essentially.
Yeah.
Double stuff.
Don't ask.
Yeah, so action and bonus. You're just going to move and move.
Oh, right, okay. I'll
I'll in their direction.
Double,
Does this mean that triggers Lumi and Lumi rushes off into combat as well?
as he bolts, I'll go in after him.
If he moves out of my range of spells, Phil, I'll close
Yes.
to get him back in range.
No problem. Yeah, that's fine. Like I say, you can head off. There is the twang of 2 bows. Let me just roll them.
I was going to try talking, but as soon as Shepherd's bow went off, I was like, there's not much point.
He does this a lot, Phil, so I'll use my bardic inspiration this round to give Grundak his a D6 armor class as he's charging into bowfire.
Okay, can you roll it, please?
Thank you very much. 6.
Hey.
What your armor class is?
It's 23 now, I think.
Go on, you big bastard, get him!
Right.
That's my bardic
One arrow
inspiration.
misses. One arrow misses you, but close. That would
Yeah.
have hit you without the inspiration. And Brorna, what's your armor class, please?
Oh, bollocks.
Lol.
They don't.
13.
Okay, you are hit.
No!
My beautiful robes!
Unless you wish to use a shield as a reaction.
If I can, I will.
You need to cross off
Oh,
your
hell yeah.
level 1 spell.
Use your glass staff.
Arrow cut it out the air like a Shaolin monk.
No, she kind of gestures. You just need to knock off one of your spells today. She just gestures at it, and that kind of shield of energy that you saw her employ when Grundak tried to rip her head off with that bash, just takes
I have a long memory. A long memory.
deflects the arrow away at the last second. But that looked like it was kind of arced up and over, was coming right for Brorna. You can see there's a clear frustration amongst the hobgoblins as the two with swords step up slightly in front and start to sort of slowly lope forward to meet the attackers. Okay, back to the top of the round. Shepherd, what are you doing?
While I'm at distance, I'm just going to keep on twanging.
Bow. Okay, shoot the bow.
Shoot the bow, which is there.
I'm afraid it's another miss. In fact, you shoot across, and one of the lizard men at the front will reach up, and
lizard man.
Where did he come from?
Sorry, the hobgoblin will reach up, and he'll actually catch the arrow in what looks like a small shield that's strapped to his forearm. He'll kind of just deflect it away as him and his compatriot will stand their ground, shields leveled and swords placed in a kind of stabbing motion, ready for the attack. Okay, next on the roster, Lumirakas.
Still, guys, covering the distance.
Clanking along at a fair old pace. Okay, you will be in combat next round. This round you are just far enough away. You can't make it to them with the double action.
Sorry, Phil. Seeing this happen, that happened last round. They were clearly targeting Brorna. I'll use the bardic inspiration on her this round for armor class.
Okay, no worries.
Extra d6.
Joe, can you roll a d6 and add it to your armor class, please?
I can do.
While we do that, Amarakis with the creepy t-shirt. What's your action?
If I'm in spell range of Lumi,
I am very inspiring today.
Everyone's getting still mute.
You're still on mute, Mike.
If I'm in spell range of Grundak and Lumi, I'll hold my action in case they're injured, and the trigger will be if they're wounded. I'll cast a healing spell.
No worries. Yeah, you might have to lope on along a little, but yeah, you can still move and get a spell off. Right. No problem. Fair enough. You're keeping him in sight. Grundak, old chap, it's your action.
Am I within chopping range yet? Okay.
Next round.
I think you and Lumi have the same movement rate.
Yeah. So, given the fact we're going to actually clash next round, at the back end of this movement, I will rage out. I will. Using movement. I thought it was like a reflex action.
Bonus action.
Right. So I wouldn't be in combat next round if I did that.
Right.
Oh, then I won't then. So I need to make sure I close the distance first.
Okay. No worries.
I just wanted to have it active so that because he's going to attack before me, but clearly I can't.
Well, I don't know if I can offer a suggestion. As we are sprinting along, I'll let you take your decision.
I did.
You did. Yeah. The hobgoblins fire. One will go for Grundak and misses wholeheartedly. And the second one, what's your armor class, Joe? What's Brorna's armor class?
19.
19 now.
19 to miss. He gets an 18. And even despite your kind of bolstered armor class, another black hafted arrow thuds into the ground right next to you.
He's going to get the name Rage Quit as he breaks his bow and walks off.
Just snaps his bow in half. This is shit. Someone hand me a better bow. Right, Brorna, your action.
Right, I'm going to blast those mothers with
Fireball,
I think. Yeah.
They're just in range.
That baby with crimson death.
Right.
Shazam!
That's going back some years. More.
It is. It's
that was on the quote board
22 with a 5 damage.
Yep, that'll hit. It's a solid hit. What are you going for? An archer, I presume.
Yes.
No problem. Yeah, those kind of red coals kind of circle your hand as you throw the fireball. It's a hell of a shot as well. Those of you that kind of watch it, kind of zip straight between the two waiting warriors to crash into the bowman that's been firing at her. Yep, so you do 5 damage.
Mm-hmm.
No problem. All right, we are back to the top of the round. So, Shepherd, old chap, what you doing?
I'm going all Predator, casting invisibility.
Okay. No worries. Right, you cast invisibility. I was going to say, I don't think you can use your inspiration this turn, can you?
No, probably not.
Either or. Okay. No worries. You disappear. Lumi, you're up. You're about to enter combat.
Can I hit him?
You certainly can. Make me a roll. You need to break an armor class of 18. Which
25,
you
do it.
25.
Yes.
Damage
Yes.
of 7. Damage of 7.
Damage 7. Yeah, it's a hell of a shot. Even though he's got this kind of shield on his arm, and he actually the hobgoblins have moved into quite a defensive posture. Your masterwork blade longsword, talon just punches straight through the wooden shield, straight into his ribs, and it'll stagger him. Amarakis.
Same routine for me. Hold pending an injury.
No problem. Your
Ambulance chaser.
kind of marching along behind. No, go on.
Can I Bane as a bonus action?
Yeah, I think you can.
Yeah, so I can, which is every time they do an action, it's minus D4.
Yep.
And
No
I think
worries.
do I choose 3?
Yes.
I think I can choose 3. So I'll choose the one that's about to engage with Grundak and the 2 bowmen.
Okay, no problem. Fair
So I'll shout out some holy words.
enough. Yeah.
Glow with
there's a
light.
definite- I was going to say, as your war cry and kind of run the guy through, there is a kind of darkening, a lengthening of the shadows around them as they their gaze is drawn towards this righteous vengeance heading their way. Yeah. Oh, and there's a massive barbarian stood next to him, which always helps. So, so let's step up to Grundak. You're on deck. What you doing?
So ice, flash amber, and all of a sudden there's that cold rage.
Yep.
And we're gonna swing that axe.
Swing that axe. Beat me.
I'm not sure I'm happy with the half-orc barbarian deliverance guy.
Ding 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 ding.
It's not right.
Is that on
right.
advantage?
Yep.
Yes.
With your name on it.
And actually, Matt, your Lumi's attacks will now be at advantage as well.
Yes.
So yeah, you smash the axe down into him. He takes the whole thing on the shield. Reacts a little better than his buddy did, but he's able to just glance it to one side. It still knocks him back, but
Yeah, no worries.
Doki. So we have a return volley. Now the 2 archers turn their attention to Lumi. And what's your armor class now?
19.
Yeah. So I'll get a miss.
They're minus 4 as well. Minus 4.
Yeah, no. Yeah. I was going to say they both heartily miss as you kind of bear down upon them. However, the other 2 will attack. The first one will have a go. One will have a go at you, Grundak, and the other one will have a go at Lumi. First one.
D4 as well, minus. Yeah.
Yeah, first one's a miss. He would have been a hit without the Bane, but I'm afraid it's a miss. And the second one's a miss. So, yep. They're wholeheartedly shaken by your charge, and it's definitely affected them. They're kind of swinging their weapons with a degree of fear as you bear down upon them. Brorna, your action, please.
I'm firebolting the same dude, please.
Rage quit.
He's just having a rough day.
Oh, not so good.
I'm afraid
40.
not.
No.
It misses.
That would have been epic damage as well.
But yeah, it just misses him.
Ooh, consider that.
I like the way it shows you damage on your misses. It's like, look at what you've won.
Yeah, absolutely. It's a very close thing, but it does miss, I'm afraid. Back to the top of the round, Shepherd. What you doing? You're in invisibleness predator mode.
I'm advancing towards everything that's going on.
Yep. Are you going to do anything else, or are you just going to do a double move?
No, I'm just going to do a double move.
No worries. Okie dokie. Yeah, you don't get the impression that there's other forces arrayed around here. They look like a kind of patrol party or a hunting party. The one thing you do notice, though, the fact that you're not directly engaged in the combat, something's been pinned to one of the trees that they were stood by. You can just make out what looks like a kind of sheet of paper stuck to a tree. So perhaps there's something over there when you've resolved this combat that you can investigate. Okie dokie. Lumi. I presume you're going to swing low, sweet chariot. Yeah, that is enough. And yeah, I'm afraid you eviscerate the hobgoblin. Yeah, he's no match for you at all. And yeah, you slay him quite easily. Amarakis.
Same routine for me.
Okay. You don't really think there's much danger of these guys actually doing that much damage to your folks.
Yeah,
now.
to be honest, I'm kind of
might be enough to get them to run if you guiding bolt them or something. But
I'll throw in a Searing Flame. That will hit into my
Searing
spells.
Flame?
Yeah.
Go for it. Are you going on one? Are you going on one of the archers? Or are you going on the?
Yeah, I'll go on one of the archers.
Okay. Okay, just check. No, that'll hit him. It doesn't do a huge amount of damage, but it's enough to really annoy him. So that flash of light, and the guy staggers away. Certainly wondering what they did, picking on a far mightier party than they originally thought. Grundak, you're up. You're on deck.
18.
18. That's good enough.
Hit for an 8.
8 is enough to take him down.
Oh, he was a weed.
Yep. You smash him. To be honest, that first shot must have cracked his shield, because the second time he raised it, you smash straight through it and through the arm. So it kind of drops in a fountain of blood.
Step over the body.
You see behind him the two archers look to each other just for a moment and then go to run. So before you guys can engage them. So Brorna, you get an action, and then they'll be running into the forest.
I'm
so
gonna blast them.
Blast away. Both of them are hurt. Not that hurt.
You suck.
You shoot, and it hits the tree behind them as they dip into the forest.
Gently.
It kind of gently sparks.
What kind of speed are they moving at?
They move as fast as you guys.
All right, so we wouldn't catch them.
No. Get to the edge of the trees. We drop out of initiative order.
Let them go. They're no threat.
They'll go back to the
they've
tribe.
thrown their bows down and left them as they zipped off. But yeah, you can see the bodies on the ground. They look kind of a mess.
Towards that sheaf of paper, Phil. I'm still staying invisible for a minute, just making sure there isn't anyone else hiding in the trees.
No worries. You pluck the paper off. Lumi and Grundak, you see the piece of paper move by itself off the tree, sort of slide from a wooden pin that was holding it in place. There is actually quite a good likeness of Brorna upon it. And it says 25 gold for the head of this drow.
Hold her still!
So I'll drop the old stealth mode and be like, so,
Let's see who you really are.
I've got my cowl down. That clearly looks nothing like me.
It's actually quite a good likeness.
Actually, this looks like it's been drawn by a very skilled artist who has been within 3 feet of your face.
And it drew the hobgoblin to us.
It did.
My kind attract a lot of
Tell the
enemies.
bard the tale.
People are inherently fearful of us.
Of you specifically?
What have you done?
Somebody who's seen you close up?
To be fair, I can never tell Drow
Hey!
apart.
You will see that there is... it was kind of right at the bottom of the page where it was a bit screwed up. You can see the little black mark of a spider.
Ooh, hello.
Look at this. Remember you saw that on...
Oh, I remember. I'm going full on right now. So, yeah. This mark here of the spider is who Glassstaff was conversing with.
Yeah. In your journals, everybody, we've got the handout, Phil Gables. The curious letter.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's got the...
So, you just, failed to mention previously that you crossed paths with this spider to the point where, he's put a bounty on you. Now, I'm going to go out on a limb here and say the spider is a drow.
Well...
Have you crossed someone, which is why you scarpered?
Have you ever crossed...
Come on, you can tell it's Shepherd. Because basically we're not moving another step until I get this story.
It already stands around like kind of...
I've been looking forward to the story.
I have probably crossed a number of people, but I had no idea that I crossed a spider. And I genuinely don't know if they're a drow. I'm sorry, there's no story here. But if there was, do you think I would tell you?
Is she lying?
Really?
From the
You don't think so?
Come on.
Seriously. I
spend my entire life separating truth from fiction and making shit up. Come on.
I believe her.
Then look me in the eye.
Yeah, you believe anybody.
Don't know why I have a bounty on me, other than the fact that Drow are inherently distrusted, and maybe I'm perceived as a threat to somebody. I can understand that.
She's either an exceptionally good liar, or she's telling the truth.
Your people do have a reputation for evil and dark deeds.
It's well earned.
Don't sit on the fence. Don't sit on the fence there, Luke. Amarakis,
It's well earned.
It's well earned.
But I've travelled with you guys. We've helped each other. I've had your back. You've had my back.
I did see you drink a soul.
You drank soul. You liked it.
Back in 2 minutes.
Magic can appear different at times.
I just find it a little bit too coincidental.
Yeah, me too.
I
found out that all I'm worth is 25 gold pieces, and that fucking sucks. I'm clearly worth more than that.
Why are you worth more? Why? What did you do?
My family are exceptionally powerful, of course.
I'm Brorna, soul drinker.
That would be a good name.
Be a good name. That would carry real weight back in the Underdark.
If we're going to cross paths with people who are basically going to threaten all of us while they're looking for you, I think it's only fair to say that we deserve some form of answer other than, well, I don't know.
But I don't know. And in honesty, if there's a bounty on my head, chances are, by association, there are bounties on yours also. Genuinely, I don't know why. There is no reason why this spider, whoever they are, would want me dead. Unless I inadvertently upset them somehow, which I clearly have done.
Sounds plausible.
No, it doesn't.
That's remarkably plausible.
I would not put you lot in danger.
let's just.
You're far too useful.
Even you can't keep a straight
and
face
we'll
at
mark this
that.
moment. And
No, I'm not buying that one.
I thought I would try. No, I'm serious. Genuinely, I really don't know why. But it doesn't surprise me, you know. Drow are disliked greatly and tend to be targets. So they'll.
Well, if it was just about the spy, why did they pick just you?
Because I'm the female and clearly the leader of this party. So they want to take out the boss, I'm assuming.
Among her kind, that would be. You guys know that it's a matriarchal society.
Yeah, but we ain't in the fucking underground.
You lot are all my bitches.
Are you?
Kiss my cloaca.
Are you actually going to say that? I don't think so.
So
I'm gender neutral.
All I can say is time is marching on.
I won't say any other words. I'll go back and just have a quick flick through the potential parishes or anything that maybe on the hobs.
Absolutely.
See if there's anything there.
Yep, you can have a quick shufty through their kit. To be honest, their scimitars are pitted iron rubbish that you probably wouldn't touch. There's a handful of copper pieces on them, but hardly worth.
Shepherd, come on!
Any orders?
Tell us the truth.
You know,
their
I
orders
could
were
never lie to such a pretty face.
Fantastic.
My dear, I'm a bard. I'm pretty immune to flattery.
while they're chatting,
You're a bard. You live
I'll
for flattery.
cover the corpses.
Yes, but I can tell the difference between sincere flattery and manipulative. Let's just mark this moment, Brorna, and if the truth is something other than what you've said, we will come back to this moment and we will revisit it of how you didn't know and how you were telling us the truth and you wouldn't lie to us. You're clearly not going to offer anything now.
I'm comfortable with that, and for the record, I'm telling the truth. That's fine with me. We will return to this moment when we know more, and it will confirm that I did in fact tell the pretty boy the truth.
There we go.
And now we need to take them out because I'm not having somebody with a mark on my head.
Oh.
So this now becomes a primary target as far as I'm concerned.
Oh, is it?
Not unless they live in Cragmore.
Well, has anybody else had any dealings with them?
Everyone kind of looks a bit blank.
You know,
We can walk.
if you
and talk.
guys
Come
betray
on.
me or any of that shit, I'm totally drinking your soul.
I believe her.
Don't let that hold it against you.
She's telling the truth.
Betrayal.
Stop looking at me like that. I'm telling the truth. Seriously.
Betrayal
This drow
is
face
not-
large. Look.
Take your cowl down and try it again.
It's bright today. But
Well,
sure
I'll
thing.
just put it out there. That's
I'll just
fine.
lift
We'll
it a little
carry on.
bit.
Let's carry on. But, you know,
Walk and
I'm
talk.
just going to say, got a priest and a paladin of vengeance with you. So,
Carry on. Start walking, Phil.
Was that a
oh,
threat or was that
don't
like...
Amarakis
No, I'm
might
just-
look a bit surprised at that,
I'll
actually. They'd
frown
be like,
deeply at that accusation.
Vengeance and wrath?
I'll be a little
Stop.
bit hurt, actually. I won't show it, but deep inside, I'll be a little bit hurt.
A little bit, but
Just died a little bit inside.
no worries. So you guys carry on.
So I've been told you're a little bit fat.
You guys carry on marching for the rest of the day. The atmosphere is a little tense, perhaps.
Yes.
As you continue on.
Yes.
I will
but
not
there's
speak.
I've got
no
a
more
soul card.
emergencies from the end of the from the sides of the trail.
I'll try and find us a suitable campsite by the end of the day then.
No worries. I was going to say, as dark starts to, as the kind of sun starts to dip down behind the mountains, you can absolutely seek out something. Are you going into the woods, or are you going to kind of hang just by the road? Because there's a clearing.
I'll scout. Yeah, I will
road.
scout either side and see if there's anything a little more suitable,
So-
a bit sheltered.
You can either go, from wherever the trail is, you can either go north towards the fringe of Neverwinter Wood, or you can go sort of southeast towards
is this on our
the
Sword
foothills,
Coast map?
Towards the what? Sorry.
towards the hills.
Well, all I'm looking for is a sheltered spot, whether or not it's a couple of down trees or anything like that. Anything that's going to shield us a little bit.
Yeah, there's a natural dip just as in the run up towards the forest, so you can
That'll do.
go across and find that. Are you putting are you setting a cold camp, or
Cold.
Okay.
Phil,
There's
do
a
I
lot-
have any kind of drow history or something like that I can draw on to see if I'm aware of any families that have used a spider as their emblem?
Most of them.
I was going to say every single drow family.
Yeah.
Isn't the Drow Queen a big spider queen?
So yeah, so Loth.
Loth.
Loth is the sort of spider deity that almost all exclusively drow kind of worship. Certainly all the kind of matrons within the family have some kind of spider sigil or symbology within their
This
family.
particular spider, because I'm guessing they won't.
I've seen it before.
Right.
If you had, I would have had you roll for it, but or just told
If you pissed a goddess off, we're just leaving you.
I was gonna
It's
say,
possible.
just pissed off. Cross that bridge when you come to it. I assume you're going to set watch as you chomp on your
Yeah.
cold rations.
Yes.
Okay, no worries. Can you let me? Who's going first then? Who's going first watch?
I haven't got night sight, so I'll
Oh,
take the
yeah.
first watch if it's okay.
I'll take second.
I'll hand over at dusk.
I'll go third.
No worries.
My night sight's pretty good. I'll do any.
No worries.
While you all sleep, I'll watch over you. You'll be perfectly safe.
Actually, I want a little chat with Lumi in Draconic after we camp.
No worries. Chat away while you sat there.
Brother, the bard referred to me as a priest of vengeance.
How little he knows.
Is this the impression we're giving? I'm not comfortable with this. This is not at all where my path lies. And I wish yours didn't.
We've both chosen our paths, brother. You know that.
I think yours was chosen for you. I think you should choose a different path.
My oath is
Stake a claim
taken.
on your own future.
My oath is taken.